Today we will discuss the topic Henry's Law. Henry's Law. This is very important in solution. We know solubility of solute in the particular solvent depends upon the nature of solute and solvent. This both solute and solvent, their nature is very important to preparing solution. That is called like dissolves like. Like dissolves like means polar solute dissolve in polar solvent, non-polar solute dissolve in non-polar solvent. Sodium chloride in water is highly soluble, but sodium chloride in kerosene or petrol insoluble. More soluble, it is insoluble. That means it depends upon nature of solute and solvent. And another important factor that the solubility depends the type of reaction, type of changes, whether exothermic or endothermic. If B is solute mixed with a particular solvent producing solution where the enthalpy change, where delta H is positive, another solute dissolve in same solvent forming solution where delta H is negative. Means first case is a endothermic reaction, second case is a exothermic reaction. If the reaction is endothermic, means where heat is absorbed, in that case by increasing temperature you can mix more amount of solute. So temperature is very important in the solubility. What is that? If the reaction is endothermic, then if the reaction is endothermic nature, then solubility is directly proportional to temperature. This is very important factor. If you increase temperature, solubility increases. But if it is exothermic, then solubility is inversely proportional to temperature. Means if you decrease temperature, then solubility will be more. So preparation of solution, generally liquid solution where solvent is liquid, the solute may be liquid or solid or gas. For a liquid solution, solute may be, for liquid solution, for liquid type of solution, solute may be solid, may be liquid, may be gas. These three types of solute can be dissolved in liquid. Where solvent is liquid, that's why it is called liquid solution. And solute may be solid, liquid, gas. So solubility of solid in liquid depends upon nature of solute and solvent, and also depends upon temperature. If it is exothermic, then by decreasing temperature solubility increases. If it is endothermic, by increasing temperature solubility increases. But in case of gas, this is very important. When gas dissolve, let the solvent is water. Let it be water. If gas dissolve in water, then producing solution, and that solution, the nature always exothermic, where delta H is negative. Solubility of gas in water is always exothermic. If it is exothermic, where heat is released, then the solubility of gas will be increases by decreasing temperature. That means to dissolve more gas, you have to decrease the temperature, because it is exothermic nature. So by decreasing temperature, solubility can be more amount of gas can be dissolved. So this thing we have to consider. Another important factor for solubility of gas in particular solvent is pressure. That means solubility is directly proportional to pressure. If pressure is more, solubility will be more. Here we can show diagrammatically the liquid. Again, when liquid is kept in a closed container, it produces vapors. Then there will be an equilibrium between gas and liquid. If they are in closed container, so the vapor of liquid and liquid both will be in equilibrium. So if you want to dissolve more gas in liquid, then as per the second property, solubility of gas in liquid, that will be dissolve more when you give more pressure. If you give more pressure, this is a piston. If you give more pressure on the piston, then piston will be moved downward, then it will give pressure on the gas, on the vapor, then automatically vapor will be mixed in liquid. So solubility will be increased. So this is the second, that is factors. Solubility increases with increasing pressure, and solubility increases by decreasing temperature. So solubility of gas in a particular solvent is studied by Henry. According to Henry, the statement is, Henry laws, the statement of Henry's law. What is the statement? That solubility of gas at a particular temperature soluble to gas at a particular temperature is directly proportional to partial pressure of gas. Partial pressure of the gas, where partial pressure of gas on the surface of water, on the surface of solvent. Again, you see the statement. What is the statement? Solubility of gas at a particular temperature should be constant, is directly proportional to the partial pressure of the gas on the surface of solvent. Already you have seen the diagram. On the surface of liquid, vapors are available. If the vapor exerts more pressure, either it depends upon the volume of the container, depends upon the pressure applied from outside. If the pressure is more, then more gas will be dissolved. So mathematically this statement can be written as partial pressure of the gas, pressure of vapor is directly proportional to solubility. Clear? But we know in solution, the concentration of solution, that solubility can be expressed in terms of mole fraction. So pressure is directly proportional to mole fraction of the solute. You can write B. B is the solute. So pressure means your partial pressure. Partial pressure of gas on the surface of liquid is directly proportional to solubility. Here solubility means amount of gas dissolved in water, that is called solubility. So more gas will dissolve if pressure is more. So if you combine it, that P is equal to some constant Kh into JV. What is Kh? Kh is called here, Kh is called Henry constant, and J is called mole fraction. So here if you draw a diagram that pressure, that is partial pressure and J of mole fraction of gases, then as B is directly proportional to J, then it will be a straight line passing through origin. That means if more pressure is applied, J will be more. Or in another way, if J is more, automatically pressure is more. This is the graphical representation of Henry law. P is direct proportional to J. Then what are the characteristics of Kh? Kh characteristic. Kh is inversely proportional to solubility or JB. Remember, if solubility is more, Kh is less. This is the first characteristic of Kh. Second, KH is directly proportional to T. What is T? Temperature. Means a particular gas, you take a particular gas, you take hydrogen gas, if temperature increases, KH value also changes. How it will be changed? If increase temperature, KH will be increased. But solubility is more means KH is less. That means, for example, if you take one, suppose helium gas and your ammonia gas. These two gas you take. My question is, which gas is more soluble? If you see solubility, if you see the solubility, the relation is ammonia is more soluble than helium, because ammonia produces hydrogen bonding with water. That's why solubility of ammonia in water is more. More solubility means, what is the value of KH? KH, this is the first, then second, KH of ammonia. If ammonia is more soluble, KH will be less than KH of helium. Clear? This is the comparison. Generally question is asking in a CBSE examination. If solubility is more, KH is less. This is the comparison of Henry constant. Then what are the application of Henry law? Henry law can be derived in another formula. Second formula Henry law also you can write. That second formula of Henry law is the mass of gas dissolved in the particular solvent is also directly proportional to partial pressure. Another formula, thus it is modified form. The modified form of Henry law, that pressure is directly proportional to mole fraction. Here the mass of substance, amount of substance dissolved in the solvent is also same as directly proportional to partial pressure. That means M is equal to some constant K into P. This K, it may not be a Henry constant, it is any proportional constant, but mass is directly proportional to what? You can write also Henry constant, no problem. Same thing. So mass, amount of gas is dissolved is directly proportional to partial pressure. So this is the second formula of the Henry law. But first formula, again I am repeating, first formula is your P is equal to KH into V. Same thing. Mass of substance dissolved and your mole fraction same. If mass is more, mole fraction is more. If pressure is more, mole fraction is more. If amount is more, pressure is more. Both are correct. So this is the two formula of Henry law. Next, we will discuss now application of Henry law. Application of Henry laws. What are the application? How we are using in our day-to-day life? First application is we know aquatic species. Aquatic species are comfortable aquatic species are more comfortable in cold water than hot water. What is the meaning? You know, fish generally in the pond, if you see in the summer season, you will see they will not be available at the surface of water. During summer they will go down, they will be available at the bottom, at the soil, but they will not come to surface, because at the surface, due to heat, the temperature of water is more at the surface. If temperature is more, amount of oxygen will be more at the surface. We know oxygen is dissolved in water. Water in every source contain oxygen. Water from every source, you take tap water, you take pond water, you take well water, it contains oxygen. But in a pond, due to heat at summer, at the surface, the amount of oxygen is less. So fish goes downward because you search to get oxygen. That's why their movement will be downward, not upward. So fish or aquatic species are more comfortable in cold water than hot water. This is the one application. Second application, that your scuba diver uses mixture of oxygen, nitrogen and helium. He takes in the cylinder a mixture of oxygen, nitrogen and helium to avoid what? Bent disease. I will tell you what is bent disease. To avoid bent diseases. What is bent disease? What is bent disease? Bent disease is the generally observed by the divers, that is scuba diver. But when he will come to the surface, bottom to upward, bottom to surface, when he will move, then what happens? The dissolved nitrogen in the blood come to the surface. That means that nitrogen dissolved in the blood will come out. When it will come out, because pressure is less at the bottom, at the top pressure is less, at the bottom pressure is more. When you will come to the surface, so pressure of air will be less or pressure of nitrogen will be less, so it will not be dissolved in the blood. So it will come out from the blood cell. So it gives or it blocks the capillaries. The flow of blood will be prevented. That is called bent disease. Due to this, we have to use a mixture of helium. The amount of helium will be added so that the percent of nitrogen will be less. If the percentage of nitrogen will be more, then it causes bent disease. To avoid this, we have to use the mixture of helium and nitrogen in the cylinder by scuba diver. Then third type of application, already you know, preparing alcoholic beverage. Alcoholic beverage. Alcoholic beverage using carbon dioxide gas. Carbon dioxide gas at high pressure. Your example also cold drinks. Cold drinks contain carbon dioxide. Other examples, cold drinks also. Cold drinks contain carbon dioxide gas. That gas dissolves in the bottle in the water at high pressure. When you open the bottle, the CO2 gas release. That's why the alcoholic beverage generally mixed with carbon dioxide gas at high pressure. Because as per the Henry law, if pressure is more gas will be dissolved. So this is the application of Henry law. Then come to some numerical problem regarding Henry law. What is the first problem? So, hydrogen sulfide, a toxic gas, Rotonate smell is used for qualitative analysis if the solubility of hydrogen sulfide in water at STP is 0.195 molality, calculate KH value. Here we will calculate the KH value. But we know as 0.195 is the molality. So number of mole of H2S gas is how much? 0.195 mole. If molality is 0.195, so amount of mole of H2S gas is how much? 0.19. What is molality? Number of moles per kg. So this is 0.195 mole. Then second part is R is dissolved in where? Water. So number of moles of water will be as it is a molality means per kg. Per kg means 1000 gram. 1000 gram is how much mole? Already you know 1000 by 18, that is 55.5 mole. So the amount of moles of water calculated, then amount of moles of hydrogen calculated as per the question. Then what is the mole fraction of H2S gas? As per the formula, that N of H2S upon N of H2S plus N of water. If you put this value 0.195 upon 0.195 plus 55.5, you calculate, what will the answer? Answer will be 0.0035. This is the what? Mole fraction of H2S. Mole fraction means solubility. Already we discussed in the law, Henry law. Mole fraction is same as solubility. Then question is calculate KH value. So what will the KH value? We know that pressure is equal to pressure of gas is how much? Pressure is equal to KH into H2S. So what is the KH value? KH value will be P by mole fraction 0.0035. At STP, STP is how much? 1 bar. Pressure STP means consider as 1 bar. At STP means 1 bar. So 1 bar 0.0035. Your answer will be 2. How much? 282 bar. 282 bar. It will be 282 bar in terms of bar, because as per the question it is given STP, standard temperature pressure. Here STP is taken as 1 bar. So 282 bar is the calculation of Henry constant. Then in the second question, what is the second question given? The air mixture contain oxygen and nitrogen. The mixture contain oxygen, nitrogen. Oxygen is 20% and your nitrogen is 79% by volume is given. This much of volume of oxygen, nitrogen present. Remaining, it is 99. Remaining 1% is other gases. It is not necessary to know as per the question. So 20% oxygen and 79% your nitrogen. What is the question? That temperature is 298 K. The water in the equilibrium with air at a pressure of 10 atm. So pressure, total pressure already given 10 atm. 10 atm is the total pressure of oxygen nitrogen in water above the surface of water. If kh for oxygen is how much? 3 into 30 into 10 to power 7 millimeter. Then kh of nitrogen in the question given how much? That 6.51 into 10 to the power 7 millimeter. Okay, kh value of oxygen, kh value of nitrogen given, and total pressure of gas given, then percentage of oxygen nitrogen given. But what is the question? Calculate the composition of gas in terms of mole fraction. We will calculate how much mole fraction of oxygen and nitrogen available in the mixture. We will calculate. It will be calculated by this way. Just you see, 20% oxygen. So what is the partial pressure of oxygen? We know partial pressure of oxygen is equal to your percentage 20 by 100 into how much total pressure? 10. This is your percentage and this is your total pressure. If you multiply this thing, what you will get? What is the value? Partial pressure. Partial pressure of oxygen will be into, the answer is bar, as the question given in millimeter and question kh value given in millimeter and pressure given atm, you convert atm to millimeter. This much of 10 is atm, you convert into millimeter. We have to multiply 760 millimeter to convert atm to millimeter. Answer will be, partial pressure of oxygen will be 1520 millimeter. Similarly, partial pressure of nitrogen will be 70% into 10, total pressure 10 into 760 to convert millimeter. Answer is 6004 millimeter. So this is the partial pressure of oxygen because it 20% available, and 6004 is the partial pressure of nitrogen. Now you convert this into what? Composition means mole fraction. Here we will calculate in this way. We know the formula that partial pressure of oxygen is equal to kh into mole fraction of oxygen. As per the Henry law, if you put partial pressure of oxygen already calculated 1520 into kh value in the question given, 3 into 30 into 10 to power 7 into dry oxygen, then imply the value of mole fraction of oxygen is, you calculate this thing, answer will be 4.61 into 10 to the power minus 5. Mole fraction has no unit because both will be cancelled. So this is the mole fraction of oxygen in the mixture. Composition means mole fraction is X. Similarly, for your nitrogen will be partial pressure of nitrogen is equal to how much? kh into Gi of nitrogen, and you put this kh is given how much? 6.51 into 10 to power 7 millimeter into Gi will calculate, Gi for nitrogen calculate, which is equal to, as per the question, it is equal to partial pressure of nitrogen already we calculated 6004 millimeter. Then what is the value of Gi? This is the last part of this calculation. So Gi of nitrogen is equal to your 6004 mm upon 6.51 to 10 to power 7 which is equal to Z is equal to 9.22 into 10 to the power minus 5. So this is the mole fraction of nitrogen in the mixture of oxygen nitrogen, and this is your mole fraction of oxygen in the mixture of nitrogen oxygen. So this is about some important problem regarding Henry's law. Thank you.